What's good, everybody? It's Bro Humps, and today, guys, I'm coming to you with a brand new video. But before we get into that, guys, please go ahead and leave a like on this video, guys. Let's try and get 20 likes, and of course, subscribe if you have not already, because we're trying to get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But before we get into the video, guys, check out all the socials down below. You'll be able to find my Discord as well. I'm trying to build a community, guys, so it'd be really nice if you guys can go ahead and join us. And finally, leave a comment down below, because I try my best to respond to each and every comment. But without further ado, guys, let's get right into the intro. Alright, guys, so starting off with the first combo, guys, it is just going to be Spright starter plus a discard. But before we start this video, guys, please go ahead and leave a like, guys, and again, subscribe. Try and get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But starting off with the first combo, guys, it is going to be Spright starter. So we activate Spright starter. Again, it's usually better to use Spright starter in the draw phase to play around cards like Droll and Lockbird. But again, it doesn't matter. Just for the combo sake, I'm not doing in the main phase, or not doing the draw phase, but of course I understand why. But we go starter. Starter is essentially the E-Telly, so we summon one Spright monster, and then we take damage equal to the monster's attack. So we summon with the blue, and then this will go ahead and trigger blue. All the Spright cards, or Spright Blue and Spright Jet, which are the main ones, only trigger when they're special summoned, not when they're normal summoned. So it's a little balanced, but at the same time, it's not really. But when blue is summoned, he goes ahead and adds a Spright monster. So now, from here, because we control a level 2 or a rank 2 monster, we can special summon out Jet. Jet will go ahead and trigger to go ahead to add us a Spright spell or trap card. Again, it doesn't matter which one you add. It's kind of with preference, but you guys will see why I added double cross, because in my opinion, I think that double cross is a lot better because it gives you multiple forms of disruption, whereas Spright smashers can only hit the board in a sense. Double cross can play with all of them. But from here we make Spright gigantic. Now again, we use gigantic effect. Gigantic will go ahead and detach to special summon a monster, which is Gale Dogra. Now from here, Gale Dogra says you can pay 3,000 life points, send one monster from your X deck to the graveyard. So from here, guys, we go ahead and we use Gale Dogra. Gale Dogra, we will pay 3k to send Shaddoll Apclone. Now you guys will see, this is where I mean that you need the discard. Again, it can be any card. This is the reason why I show Fake Trap, guys, because really it can just be anything. But Apclone has the effect where if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one Shaddoll card from your deck to your hand, deck or graveyard to your hand, then discard one card. So again, add one to discard. This will go ahead and trigger to go ahead and add us a card that hasn't been in the format for a while, but it's probably OP. Shaddoll Schism. Schism says during the main phase, you can fusion summon one fusion Shaddoll monster from your X deck by banishing materials from your graveyard. Then if a monster on the field has the same attribute as the monster you summon, you can send it to the field. So if they have like a dark monster, but I'll explain it later on as the combo goes up. But we go ahead and discard. Then from here we go ahead and link our monsters away into IP Master Arena. And this is why I said that double cross is a lot better, because you can just summon to the zones or move it to the zones. And losing Elf means that you're going to be ending on IP a lot more often. If not, you're ending on that type board, where of course you can still use smashers. But yeah, then we can do this. Then moving on, we go ahead and we activate Schism. Like say this is during our opponent's turn, they activated like E-Telly or something, right? We use Schism. Schism will go ahead to special summon out our Winda. And then of course make sure you clear the zone just because you want to summon to the other zone or move to the other zone. And then we summon Winda. And then the cool thing about this is if we special summon a monster from the graveyard, for example, from either graveyard to a zone link monster point to, say we special summon a monster that's 1, but we still have the IP special summon as well to go into a unicorn during our opponent's turn, so we're not necessarily locked out through Winda. But again, double cross is a very good card because it says you can attach a targeted monster to one rank 2 monster you control as material. Unfortunately, we don't have that, but you can do this where it says place the targeted monster your opponent controls in your zone your link 2 monster points to and take control of it. So again, there's that crackdown ability where you can just steal and bring it here instead of attaching. Then the other effect is special summon the targeted monster from either graveyard to your zone a link monster points to. You only use one effect, so technically speaking, you use double cross like Reborn any of your cards for follow-up play. But yeah, so that's it for the first combo, guys. Now let's get into the second combo. Alright, guys, so now the second combo is going to be Spright starter. Again, just going to be another variant of the combo. Now again, like and comment what you guys want to see next. But from here, we go ahead and start. We use starter. Again, starter will go ahead and special summon out our blue. So majority of these Spright combos will be like the same line, kind of, where it's like get the Jet, get the blue, continue from there. We special summon out the Jet, and then Jet again will go ahead and add us a double cross. Again, it can get started, you can get whatever you want as well. From here, we go ahead and we end up special summoning into our gigantic Spright, and then from here, gigantic Spright will go ahead to detach. And this will go ahead and special summon out our Gale Dogra, and then from here, Gale Dogra will go ahead and mill. So Gale Dogra will go ahead and dump Apclone, and then again, Apclone will go ahead and add. This time I didn't show the discard, but you can basically get the discard, so I'll add it to my hand, just discard it. So you add the Fake Trap, discard the Fake Trap, and then from here we go ahead and we move our monsters way into Spright Sprint. So now this is a different line, like I was showcasing before. This is a different line, just to show you, like before we did IP and we kind of ended our turn. Now you can continue even further beyond. So now we use Sprint. Sprint dumps Angler, and Angler says if this card is sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard, best summon up to 2 level 3 or lower Nimble monsters. From here, Angler will go ahead and trigger, and Angler will go ahead to proceed to special summon out our Nimble Beaver and our Nimble Beaver. Cool. From here, what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and smack dab our Mannequin Cat onto the board. Now, Mannequin Cat says you can detach one material from this card, target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it. If your opponent special summons a monster you field while you control, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and special summon one monster with that type. So essentially, this combo, it's a little different, but the reason why you do this play is you can technically Mannequin Cat target their monsters to special summon out cards like Newman. So Newman's that one card that if your opponent controls like a water monster, you can summon it, and then monsters with like 1800 or more attack cannot be special summoned. So it basically stops Sorcerer from playing the game. You can also choose other monsters that you can target. You can also put Mannequin Cat to where Sprint points to it as well. So Sprint can get a free bounce, and then you can also Mannequin Cat Reborn. So again, it's more forms of disruption, whereas the other one you end with a Winda double cross, Unicorn. This one you're ending on a Mannequin Cat, Sprint, Bounce, Schism, Double Cross. Again, you pick your poison and you kind of play from it, but now let's get on to the next combo. So now guys, we are on to the third combo. Now again, all my combos kind of build on each other or showcase the strength of each other. So now this is going to be a Nimble Beaver plus any card. So it doesn't matter if it's Spright Red or not, it can be any card. So this is going to be Beaver plus any card or any two XYZs, but you guys will see as we continue, guys. But again, make sure you like the video, guys. Let's try and get 20 likes on this video and subscribe if you have not already, because we're trying to get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But from here, guys, we go ahead and we summon our Beaver. We use Beaver. Beaver will go ahead and special summon one Nimble monster from our deck. So we go ahead and special summon out our Nimble Angler. From here, you go ahead and special summon out your red, because if you control a level 2 link 2 monster, and you cannot summon red if you have Gigantic Spright on the board. But from here, we go ahead and we link our monsters away into our Spright Sprint. Now Sprint says again, you guys, you mill a level 2 from the deck to the graveyard, which is going to be Nimble Angler. Now this is the reason why I didn't summon double Beaver, because you essentially, it's going to go this into Beaver, and you want to keep your Anglers in the graveyard, or in the deck, sorry, for when you mill. From here, we had an Angler will trigger to summon out both of our Beavers. And then what we can do from here is we can go ahead and proceed to overlay our monsters into Gigantic Spright, and make sure you guys use Sprint. You guys want to clear up this monster zone, so please go ahead and make sure, guys, that you use Sprint when you do it. And again, it also doubles Gigantic Spright's attack, which is not bad. From here, we go ahead and we're supposed to overlay first and then use it, and you guys will see why in a second here. So from here, we go ahead and we will use Gigantic Spright now after you overlay, and Gigantic Spright will go ahead and summon out a monster, which is Ibly. So the reason why I said you have to summon out Mannequin Cat first is Ibly locks you into special summoning link monsters only, and you want to be able to have Mannequin on the board, because Mannequin Cat has the effect where if your opponent special summons a monster, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, special summon one monster with the same type or attribute. So it's very important to have Ibly out first, or second, sorry, before you go into Mannequin Cat. From here, you guys will see what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and link Ibly and Gigantic Spright away into our Beat Cop from the Underworld, and then this will trigger to go ahead and put Ibly to their side of the field. Cool. And then what we can do is we can go ahead and use Mannequin Cat to target the Ibly to summon out a dark monster from our deck, which is going to be Spright Blue. Now Blue will go ahead and trigger to go ahead and grab us our Spright Jet, and then we'll go ahead and special summon out Jet, and then Jet will go ahead to grab us a spell trap card. Doesn't matter which one, so you can get Smashers because you guys have the cards in the graveyard. You also have like the monsters on the board for disruption. You can also get Double Cross as well, and you get all sorts of cards. But the combo's not done, because this is a very interesting play of Ibly locking. We basically use B Cop. Now B Cop says you can tribute one monster, target one face-up card in the field, place one patrol counter on it. You can only use each of the effects once per turn. So you basically go ahead and use B Cop, you tribute B Cop, and then B Cop targets their Ibly on the board, and now it can't be destroyed once per turn by battle or card effects. So even if they crash into your Mannequin Cat, it doesn't matter because it's protected. And then you basically have a Smashers on the board as well, because the Smashers will prevent your opponent from like normal summoning a monster, going to Donner Dagger, going into like the Dark Charmer, stuff like that. So Smashers can do it. Alternatively, if you wanted to push even further, you could kind of mess around and look for other ways of extending this combo further, just to get it so like you can get a Double Cross to take any of the monsters they summon anyways, so then you have a bigger follow play for next turn. But again, guys, that was the third combo. Now let's go on to the fourth combo. Now guys, we're on to the fourth combo. Now again, this is a different variant of the Beaver plus extender combo. I just wanted to showcase, and like I said before, all my combos kind of develop off of each other. So once you guys have the basics of the combo 1, 2, and 3, you can understand like the combos later. But this one, we go ahead and we go normal Beaver, of course, and then Beaver will go ahead and trigger to special summon out our Angler. And then from here, what we do is we go ahead and we link Shokan, our monster's way, into Spin. Spin will go ahead and trigger again, guys. This engine is very broken. Like the Nimble card is very good. I thought that you wouldn't play them moving forward. I mean, you probably don't play them with the runic cards, but again, I'll just have to look into that as well. But we go ahead and summon the Beaver, and then we summon the other Beaver, and then from here what we do is we go ahead and we overlay our monsters away, Gigantic Spright. And again, like I said before, it's very important we clear that extra monster zone, guys. Don't you forget it. But from here we go to Gigantic Spright, we summon out Swap Frog. Now you guys will see why this is very important. So yeah, we summon Swap will go ahead and dump Swap, and then from here we continue on. we go ahead and we bounce swap to our hand. Again, this is very important. So two very crucial parts about this combo. One is make sure that you bounce Swap Frog back to your hand for a specific reason, which I'll showcase you guys. And then the next is this. You summon out Spright Red or any of your extenders, and then you have to link your Spright Red and your Beaver away. And you guys will see right here, for Bujinki Ahashima. Now, Ahashima has the effect. It can, well, first off, it can't be summoned with monsters. It has to be 2 monsters with the same level. So this is why I said that you cannot link off Gigantic Spright. You have to link off 2 monsters with the same level, so 2 level 2s. This card says if this card's link summoned, so summon 2 monsters with the same level, 1 from your hand and 1 from your graveyard. Negate their effects. Immediately after this effect resolves, XYZ summon the monster. So that's why I said that it's important to have Swap Frog in your hand. Alternatively, you can technically have like another level 2 in your hand, it doesn't really matter. But from here we go ahead and we use Ahashima. Ahashima will go ahead and special summon out Swap Frog, and then go ahead and use that to summon out Swap Frog as well. And then here we overlay into our Totally Awesome. So again, even though Rowan Toad is banned, we can still go ahead and drop our Totally Awesome, which is not bad. And then depending on what you want to do, you can put Toad here, but Toad doesn't detach for the monster effect, which is a little weird. But like you can go Toad, stand my face, summon a card, or you can just continue playing as well. So it's not bad. It's a nice little niche way of kind of playing that combo and still on ending on Totally Awesome. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but let's get on to the 5th and final combo. Alright guys, so now we're getting into the 5th and final combo. Now this is probably one of the stronger combos that this deck can do, or this variant of the deck can do. Of course, if there's different combos, guys, please let me know down below. I always respond to every combo. And again, guys, like the video. For not at 20 likes, please go ahead and leave a like on the video. If we are at 20 likes, guys, let's try and push it and push it and push it, and let's spam it. And again, guys, subscribe. We're trying to get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Check out the Discord as well. We go ahead and we summon our monsters. We go ahead and normal swap. Swap will go ahead and mill. A Swap Frog, I don't know why I added it to my hand. Then we special summon out Blue. Blue will go ahead and trigger to go ahead and get Jet, and then Jet will go ahead to special summon to go ahead and grab us our double cross. So from here, what we do is we go ahead and proceed to use Swap Frogs to bounce itself back to hand, and then we link our monsters away into Spright Sprint, and then Sprint will go ahead and dump our Angler. Angler will go ahead and trigger, and Angler will summon out our double Nimbles. From here, what we can do is we can go ahead and proceed to overlay our monsters, same way as always, clear the extra monster zone for Gigantic Spright, and then from here, Spright will go ahead and trigger to detach to go into Gale Dogra. And then like I said, for Gale Dogra you pay 3,000, dump Apcolone. Again, Apcolone will trigger. I don't show the discard, guys, but I will add it right here. So you go ahead and get the fake trap to your hand, and then you can go ahead and discard the fake trap. Again, very important. Then you get a free discard to the graveyard, and then from here we go ahead and link our monsters away. Like I said before, guys, again, it's very important that it's 2 monsters with the same level. Also, this card cannot be used as link material, so that's another thing to understand, because I think that in the YCS, on YCS Vegas, this card was used to link summon. So it's important to just note that you guys cannot use this card to link summon. From here, Ashim will go ahead and trigger to summon out our frogs, Froggy Boys, and then from here we go ahead and overlay our monsters away into our Totally Awesome, and then we basically end with Schism, and we have Double Cross. So again, Schism during our opponent's turn, you banish the Apcolone, you banish the Spright Blue or the Spright Jet to summon out the Winda, then you have a Double Cross to go ahead and take any of their monsters or attach a monster. So again, we have 2 monsters here. So you can always attach to the Totally Awesome to get removal. You can attach to the Gigantic Spright to get more follow-up play, maybe even double this card's attack. You can go ahead and get a monster to take it to Ashima. So if you take an XYZ monster, it's pretty good as well, guys. But that's it for the 5 combos, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. So guys, that was it for the video. If you guys liked the video, please go ahead and leave a like on this video. Again, guys, subscribe if you made it to the end of the video and you are not yet subscribed, because what are you doing if you're made it to the end of the video and you're watching? But anyways, guys, my name's Hamza. Like I always say, keep on shining, never go on your dreams. Peace.